What's up, TeeSquad? Welcome back to Spilling Tees, your go-to spot for custom t-shirts, tutorials, design tips, and behind-the-scenes hustle. If you love do-it-yourself apparel, creativity, and turning it into cash, then you're in the right place. My contact information is in the description below. Please don't hesitate to connect. Today, I am going to do some demonstrations on making my own DTF transfer with my inkjet printer. Yes, in my Amazon haul, I named a few of the supplies that we're going to be using today. You want to have your inkjet printer. You want to have your DTF film, the Ghidorah transfer powder. You're going to need like a little pan. This is an old pan that I haven't used in years. And I'm going to use this to put like a piece of parchment paper in here and sprinkle it over the DTF. And then that way I can just pick up the powder and be able to scoop it back in the container. You know, easy cleanup type stuff, you know. What else do we need? If you have a griddle, yes, like a food griddle that's clean, of course, or one you bought specifically for your t-shirt business, we're going to need that. If you don't have that, you can use your regular heat press, clamshell, or I'm going to be using my Cricut Easy Press, and I'll let you know what we're going to do with that. I'm going to do a design on a black shirt and a white shirt. Also, we have to do a wash test with this stuff as well. We can't sell anything to customers that don't last unless we let them know up front, and then maybe if they want it, we can just sell it at a cheaper price. Of course, we're not going to charge the same amount for, vinyl or anything, which I think that is a good idea. Kind of see how many times you can wash it before it fades, if that happens, and charge them less. You want to be able to cater to a lot of different consumers, so that's a good marketing strategy right there. So I'm going to start off with ChatGPT first. So if you don't want to see that part and want to just get straight to the results, skip to this number here and you'll be able to see the results. I don't want to waste nobody's time because we all have very little of it. So I get it. With that being said, let's go ahead and holler at my homeboy ChatGPT. Here is the prompt that I use to generate my design. I don't want to go through it too much. I have a video for that. It'll be linked below. Here is the design it generated for me. So I'll show you how I took this and turned it into what I'm about to turn it into. Okay, I do have to go into Chrome and grab the YouTube logo. Before I do that, I am going to at least just type out the words. Let me go get the image. I'm going to select black graphic because this will be a print then cut. I'm going to turn the background color gray just so that we can see the images. But this is the one I wanted. I'm going to do this for a white t-shirt first. So I'm going to change the wording to black. This is going to be on a white shirt, so I'm just going to leave that little white right there. It's already in there. I don't have to take it out. So all of these need to be black. Okay, so this is how I want this to be. That looks good. I can change the background to white now. Oops. This is so new to me. I'm used to going back up here to change it. I can perfect that. I'm going to change this. This is all right for the test. Since we're going to do one on the black and white, I'm going to go ahead and do one for the black shirt as well. So, where is that other one I hid? Duplicate. Hide. That was separate, so I'm going to turn it back white. And then I'm going to attach them back. Let's turn the background gray again so we can see real quick. And then these, turn them white as well. Okay, you guys, this is where I got lost in the sauce. An inkjet printer cannot print white ink onto direct-to-film transfer sheets because standard inkjet printers are not designed to handle the thick, pigment-heavy DTF inks and lack the specialized print head and circulation system required for white ink. Additionally, regular inkjet inks are translucent and unsuitable for creating opaque white layers needed for DTF transfers. So in the process of doing this, I did start thinking correctly, but I still was not thinking about the white ink printing on the DTF. So I'll fast forward to where I started thinking about the offset needed for the black shirt. Okay, so I forgot for the black. I'm going to make another one because I think I'm going to have to put an offset around it. This supposed to be just a cut. I'm glad I caught that. The offset is supposed to be white. It's going on a black shirt. So I was correct the first time, I believe. Let me save. Now gotta mirror everything. I really hope this, no, I don't think this white is gonna print out on the back. Because it would have showed up on the canvas. Now these are two different vinyls. So I'm going to put this over here and that over there, and I'm going to mirror. I'm gonna go all the way back up. Oh, you know what? Where did this come from? Why is this? I forgot. Okay, so these are white words right there. I forgot because I'm not about to use 3 of my DTF sheets. I'm gonna cancel that. And we're gonna use 1 sheet for all of these. So now it's starting to register that the white vinyl is not going to print on the DTF sheet. Where I went wrong is I made a mistake and deleted the wrong white words. I was supposed to delete the print and cut, not just the basic cut. That's another reason why I became confused. I deleted the wrong white. So this is not going to be included in that. And I got to make sure all of it fit on one sheet. So I grab a shape and I'm going to do it in the size of a sheet of paper, which for Cricut, it will be 6.75 by 9.25. I'm going to make this gray for right now. Send it to the back. So these will have to be smaller. Still going to be tiny, but that's alright. 2.41, 241, 361. Alright, that'll do it. I can get rid of that. Save for now. Now we can make it. In my defense, I was very tired making this video. It still did not dawn on me that the white was not going to print on the print and cut. And remember, we want to print on the matte side. Alright, this is the glossy side. This is the matte side. In order to get it to print on the matte side, I have to put it matte side down. They said grab a couple of sheets of paper to fit up under there so it'll be easy for the rollers to grab. All right. Oh, I don't think the white came out. Duh. Don't work while you're sleepy. All right, so this is how it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour this on here. The white, I don't see the white. All right, so it's coated. Now we gotta go and put it on top of the Easy Press. All right, so I'm gonna turn this Easy Press to 385, and that's for cure for 30 to 60 seconds. And remember those heat gloves I was telling you about when you start working with your mugs? These are it. I should have had them when I was cooking. I wouldn't have got all these burn marks on me. All right, I don't have to do this for this, but safety first. You know, it might be children watching, and I don't want them thinking, you know, you just got to be very careful when you go to flip over your Easy Press. If you have a griddle, you won't have to do this. All right, we're going to put the parchment paper, this there. Uh-oh, is it sliding? And I think I need my glove back on because that is hot. So I'm going to have to hold it. Okay. And you want to put this on the side, the shiny side that the ink won't be, you know. Let's see. Oh, look, it's melting. Look at that. So, where's some tweezers or something? So, yeah, it's like gelling up. And guess what? I forgot to click the timer. So I said 30 to 60 seconds. You can remove it after it looks like it didn't, kind of jellified, and it does look like that. I don't want to overdo it. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. Now, I mean, that is pretty hot, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it. And I'm going to just set it over here for right now. All right, so this is my shirt that I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the marks off. I don't know if it'll bleed through or not, but I am going to put a sheet. Matter of fact, let me put it in there now. Just in case it bleeds through the shirt, I'll protect it so that that won't happen. All right, we're just going to pre-press for 30 seconds. 20 seconds, rather. That's how it came out. You can see it a little bit better. That's how the back looks. That's a cool peel, by the way. So I'm going to let that cool. Take this paper out too, because I don't think we need it anymore. Let's see, did it bleed through? Nope, it didn't bleed through, so that's good. This looks good though. I think you're supposed to just peel it fast, not slow. So look at that. Oh, all right, let me go ahead and hurry up and press that down. That looks so... The real test is when I stretch it. Oh my God, this looks so great. If I can stretch this and it's like really embedded in here, that is so good. 30 more seconds. Some of the ink came off on here, so maybe I should have left it on there a little. I should have pressed it a little bit longer. The heat press is on 358. I also noticed that some of my color left. It wasn't as bright as it was. And also some of the words faded away on not yours. So let's see what happens when I stretch it. Oh wow, yeah. And I mean, it don't feel yeah. This is awesome right here. So let me just do it for maybe, what is it, 15 seconds with that on there and see if it gives it a different texture or shine instead of like that matte look. So this is just for 15 seconds. Okay, yeah, the damage was already done. So, all right, I know not to do that the next time. It still turned out great. That's awesome though. That's really, really good. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to part 2 of this. This is the second day, and I am going to do something different than what I did yesterday. I know what I did wrong with trying to print a white vinyl. The inkjet printer is fundamentally designed for CMYK printing on a white substrate. To print white ink, you need a specialized printer like a DTF printer or a white toner printer that has the hardware and software capabilities to handle the unique challenges of white ink. So that's why the white ink would not print out on the DTF clear sheet. Some of you probably knew that. I didn't, because I never worked with it. So that is why I had the offset of the words so that I will be able to put it on the black shirt. We are about to reprint the offset in the correct vinyl, heat transfer vinyl. It looks about the same. So you know what? That's what it's going to be. So I'm not going to push send just yet. Let's go ahead and get the powder poured in the container. So soon as it comes out, I'm going to just pick it up, bring it over here, and drop the powder down. Remember not to touch that design. Make sure I put my finger right up under there. I'm going to use a new board today because I am doing something. I'm cleaning my old boards and I messed up. I did something wrong. Where is my vinyl? And I'm going to find some old vinyl. It's like 4 inches in height, a little over 6 inches in width. I'm sure I have that. Bam. I'm going to do this different by putting, instead of 385, we're going to do 320. We're going to cure it 320 at 320 degrees for 3 minutes. And then press it. Let me make sure this heat presses on 320 as well. All right, cool. It's already on 30 seconds. Sheet inside of shirt and on top of carrier sheet. Let cool. Peel. And then do a second press. 320 at 15 seconds. Okay, we're gonna see. Yeah, it looks like it's good and coated. I kind of want to do it again, but I'm not. This is finished. Go ahead and weed this out. Let me hurry up and put the plastic back on this brand new baby. Okay, so that's ready. I'm gonna hurry up and weed this real quick. So that's 3 minutes. Since the heat press was on such a low setting, I went on and pre-pressed it for 30 seconds. And now it is time to apply the HTV Caesar vinyl. I'll press this for 15 seconds. That looks good. Now, this is 30 seconds. So I'm going to let this cool while this is, oh man. So as I was lifting it, I think when I was pulling it up though, why would it get stuck up under there? I don't know. It's okay. All right. So we'll get the white one. The one I did yesterday. When I took the carrier sheet off, it just looked like it took some of the ink off of the words at the bottom. So I'm gonna scoot it up. Yeah. Pre-press it again. I'll pre-press it for 30 seconds. To prevent it from moving, I'm going to tape it down this time. That's probably all I need, but better safe than sorry. Okay, see? That one. Everything is intact. Wow. Now what's funny is the ink has came off of this one. On this piece of parchment paper. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'm gonna wash these too. All right, I'm gonna move this over to the side so it can cool down. Matter of fact, instead of laying it down, I'm going to hang it. Just hang it right here. I don't want it laying on nothing. Yeah, let's see what this do. So yeah, it worked. But as you can see, when I moved it, it messed it up. So the second press is for 15 seconds. And then I'll do it again and I'll take it down. Okay, no ink. And this is what it looks like. The ink isn't that dark, but it doesn't look bad. And you see right here at the bottom, that last two rows, just here to share my journey, not yours, got messed up when I was pulling off the carrier. Pulling the hot plate up. So let's do it one more time because you know what? We have another one. Okay, so I think those settings are cool. Cure for 3 minutes at 320. Press at 320 for 30 seconds. Let it cool. Then press again. Same temperature for 15 seconds. All right, yeah, I can put this right here. Make sure to tape down so it will not move when you go to lift up your heat press plate. That looks about right. Here is my tape. Yeah, I definitely want to shout this young lady out that provided us with this way of doing it because it's working. We gotta let that cool. I'm gonna hang this up. Grab the white one. Now see what I'm saying? That looks good like that. See how dark that red is without doing the second press? Remember we did the second press on the top one, and it came out lighter. So I'm wondering if I could get away with this, leaving it like this. Like everything is nice and dark. I really don't want to press this again. I love this color, but that's what the demo is for. I want the design to stay bright and glossy. Therefore, I'm going to reach for the new parchment paper that I'll have linked down below in the description. The texture of a graphic design on a t-shirt is significantly influenced by the type of parchment paper or other cover sheet used during the heat press process. This is especially true when repressing a design after the initial transfer. In summary, the choice of cover sheet is a simple but powerful tool for controlling the final appearance and feel of a t-shirt graphic. By experimenting with different materials, you can change a design from a glossy, smooth finish to a matte, soft one, and everything in between. I want it to cool a little bit before I peel that off. Shoot. Wow. Okay. The color stayed. Look at that. That is so cool. Look how perfect that is. You are able to read all the words. Nothing came off. Now it's time to stretch it. It feels good. Look at that. I am like really stretching the heck out of it. And it's straight. It's cool. I have the settings for the white. And I can go ahead and make this bigger. I only have I have two polyester shirts, but I want to do a different design on both of them, you know. Let me press this one more time just to get my handprints out of it for 5 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and press it onto the polyester shirt and make it a little bigger. And there I go, messing up already. I tested this on a 100% cotton t-shirt, not polyester. So if it doesn't come out right on the polyester, whose fault is that? Yes, mine's. I think we're good to go on that, and then do it on a black shirt too. Look at that. Color is still there, even after another press. So I'm going to wash this, and then the results will be at the end. All right, we're done with that. So what happened the first time? Oh yeah, I pulled it up. This looks pretty darn good. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and do last press. So this cracked a little bit on the red part. I don't know why. Everything else is fine except for that. I don't know what happened there. And I did just do 15 minutes. I don't know. Even on the Y and the O. Okay, so I'm thinking don't press it again. Or instead of 15 seconds, maybe just 5. Maybe just 5 seconds. Because actually it kind of lifted just a tad bit on this one too. But that's what I'll do on the next shirt. I'm going to do the second press for 5 seconds. So I'm not going to film myself doing the actual final shirts. I'll just put the results at the end. But I'm undecided at this point. Again, if I decide to do it, I'll just put a timeline in the description area. I'm tired. So let me show you how I clean up this DTF powder. After that's done, if you can't wash your hands right away, at least put some hand sanitizer on them and get any residue off that you may have on, just in case you decide to, or you forget and you rub your eyes or anything, your nose. You do not want to do that. Alright, if you made it this far in the video, make sure you hit the like button for me. If you guys knew what I went through to get this video out, you would probably be sending me super chats as well. But let's take a look at the results after I washed the shirt. I cannot remember if I washed it in hot, warm, or cool water. I'm not gonna lie. I believe it was hot, warm to hot. I always do my whites like that. And I did hang dry it. So this is the first press I'm doing just to get the wrinkles out. I wanted you to see how it looked straight out of the wash from being hung dried, and I just wanted to press it. I believe I did it for just like 5 seconds to get the wrinkles out. And both of them faded. However, the second one came out a whole lot better. And I believe this can work actually with the on the white. Now, this piece here, I tested off, well, I pressed it off camera. Remember when I said I wanted to test applying the DTF sheet without curing it first? Well, that is what I did here. Soon as it was printed, I poured on the powder. I did not put it on top of my Cricut Easy Press. I just put it right on the shirt and pressed it for at 320 degrees for the 30 seconds. And then, did I do a second press? I don't even think I did the second press. This was considered my second press, yeah, because I just left it on the carrier sheet on there to cool. As you can see, it did not bleed through, so that was cool. That's another option or another way that you can do this. It definitely looked like it'll turn out right if you do it that way. Now, as for the black, give my camera a moment to get itself together. I had a little bit too much light on there, but it'll adjust in a second. I don't recommend doing this like this at all. Both of them faded. Even though you can read the second, this is the first one when I put on the back. The black faded really, really bad. And then this is the second one that I put on the sleeve. And can you believe it? The red kind of came off and it blurred or bled, I should say. I'm looking at the word. It bled onto the vinyl right below it. I was surprised to see that. So this is it fresh out of the wash. I hung dried this as well. And I'm going to go ahead and press it just to get the wrinkles out. I honestly would love to play with this some more to see if there's a way, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I just really I didn't like the outcome. The letters were really faded. So my recommendation is to let the DTF sheet sit for at least 24 hours before pressing it onto a shirt. This is for the white only. I am not recommending the black. Make sure you press it on the 320 for 30 seconds the first time. And the second time, I would say do it for only 5 seconds for that sealer press. Make sure you use the smooth parchment paper for a nice glossy smooth finish. Make sure you are tacking it down with your heat resistant tape and letting it cool completely before taking the carrier sheet off. Make sure you're using the parchment. Oh yeah, I did mention the parchment paper. When you wash it in cold water and make sure to hang dry it. The links to everything I used will be in the description. I will also link the next video I do with the full design I'm going to make on a t-shirt using this whole DTF method the way I just explained it. Make sure you comment below if you have any tips or tricks with this DTF hack. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for the final design so you can be notified when I drop it, which will probably be this Sunday since I'm kind of late posting this video. Like I said, I had the hardest week ever. But thanks for hanging with me, TeeSquad. Stay creative, and I will see you in the next video. Much love.